perfect morning in Donegal. It's slack water now. My plan had been to set off an hour ago and use the relatively gentle tides either side of slack water, but of course I've footered about for too long. So the tide's about to turn west and it'll take me round the coast. And I'll have to work slightly harder to get back. That was quick. I must have been getting a little bay eddy in there because I was holding 4 knots in an inflatable kayak. And this wee X500, it really performs. Even though I've lost that bit of tide assist, I'm still holding 3.6 knots. My proper sea kayaks do about the same. Amazing wee boat. Over to the left we have Muckish. It's a beautiful hill to climb. Horn Head. Right on the horizon, Tory Island. And directly in front, some rocks known locally as the Frenchman's Rock, which is confusing because there's another Frenchman's Rock about a mile to the east of here. Great fishing spot this, but I'm in an inflatable, so I decided I wouldn't do that today. There it is, the Frenchman's Rock, looking benign and lovely today. Most of the time there's swell and it's a really quite scary place. Sorry cormorants, I'll bear you away in a moment. You usually don't get anywhere near this rock. And here I am just playing. Woohoo! Got to be careful because this rock isn't actually on its own. There's a wee reef runs all the way back into that point there. Yeah, I can see a wee breaking wave in front of me. Easily avoided today. There's a little bay which is marked on the maps and the charts as Boyeeghter Bay, obviously a Gaelic name, but known by everybody as the murder hole because it's got a legend attached. It's a very pretty place with a very ugly legend. At the back of the beach there's a tiny little cave which has a hole in the roof. Well, it used to have a hole in the roof, actually. A rockfall has closed it now. And the story is, a man who wanted rid of his wife took her for a walk in the hills, pushed her into the hole and killed her, and claimed it was an accident. But there's no dates, no names, nothing, and it may just be a story because people found a sheep carcass in the cave. And Murder Hole Beach during the pandemic had more than its 15 minutes of fame. Social media went mad for this beach. It was named one of the top 10 in the world. Eventually one of the farmers realised he had a business opportunity. He put in a car park, he made a really nice path that walks people around the farmland and down to the beach. But he'd pretty much finished that when all the restrictions were lifted and people went back to their package holidays. So now we've got the best of both. There's good parking for visitors but visitor numbers are quite small. That means you can actually come here and enjoy the place as it should be. Or don't use the car at all, just paddle around. Mind you, I say paddle here, actually don't paddle here. This is a very rare day for the North Atlantic coast when there's practically no swell. Most of the time, one of the things that makes this beach pretty is the big line of waves and surf crashing in here. But it's horrible dumpy surf. It's a steeply shelving beach with fearsome rip currents. And that might be another reason it's known as the murder hole. This is a very dangerous place to go swimming unless it's utterly flat calm like this. And that's why I'm here today, enjoying a rare opportunity. Come round by sea. And the trick's to bear left and tuck in behind this outcrop of rocks. On a day like today, it's easy to see why the tourists flock to this place. Actually, there's 2 or 3 people here already this morning. Goodness, even with those little gentle waves, I can feel quite a suck in the toe down the beach. Imagine what that would be like on a day when there's a lot of wave action. Okay, so we're not going back out to the Frenchman's Rock. I'm going to follow the coast back to Boyeeghter Bay. And again, you'd hardly ever be able to do it. I can nip in here between the rocks. Usually in here resembles a boiling saucepan. Enjoy the moment while you've got it. Here we are at Strawn Point. I was here last year on a fairly rough, windy day, and on my way back the wind got up, the tide was low, the waves were getting huge. I got to this point, hoping to sneak past Strawn, make my way over to Melmore Head, but I was greeted with a sight of breaking waves from this headland all the way out to the Frenchman Rock, and all of that bay was full of big surf. Now the chart says that if you steer 75 degrees true from this point, you'll avoid the underwater rocks, the breakers, but not on that day. So I had no choice. My only option to get home was to head out offshore, back round the outside of the Frenchman Rock. At least it wasn't breaking out there, but it was a bit scary. Obviously I made it back, so it was the right decision. Didn't capsize, didn't have any dramas, except the ones going on in my head. And today, as we're still quite close to high tide, I can take a little gap through the rocks here, which is fun. If you like that sort of thing, and I do. Provided the tide's high enough, I can just float through here. Lovely. Almost home. Time to get the kettle on. Time for second breakfast. And I can even claim I've earned it. I'm not going to go round Melmore Head, I'm going to cut the corner, come into this little bay, and I can get out over the rocks. That's where I started anyway. So this little bay has a beautiful beach on it, but it's all enclosed by those cliffs. And you'd think that's not actually a landing spot, but I'll show you a secret. Well, secret just what everybody knows if they've been here before. But if we just head towards what looks like a solid wall of rock in front of us, it'll open up and I can get through. And, I have been known to take a very short surf kayak through here in crazy conditions and survived it. Handbrake turn, and we're in. Another handbrake turn, definitely a sign of a misspent youth. And there we are. Oh, that was beautiful.